In this video, I'm going to be going over steps 3 and 4, step 7, your main CSS file, and actually step 5 as well. So step 3 says select by ID. Create one new CSS rule for your H1. Modify two properties. So think like the logo, but do not name it. Or brackets, you're working your main CSS file still. Let's name it hashtag main header. Hashtag indicates we are selecting by ID. Now at this point, you can change whatever you want about this. So I'm not going to demonstrate how to change it. I'm simply going to type property :value, because that's the format you have to follow. Choose a property to change. Choose a value you want to change about that property. The instructions then say, once complete, go into your code and add the ID equals attribute to H. So our ID name, main header. Copy that. Go to index.html and go to my H1 and give it an ID equals. In your HTML, you do not add the hashtag. Hashtag is only in your CSS file. Choose two of the subheaders. Use selecting by ID to modify two properties of each. So let's pick one, call it important subheader. For the sake of the video, you need two two declarations for each of these, so I'll put two. Similar to what I did above, I have one declaration, so a property and a value. Second declaration, property and a value. Website has links to what you can change about this. Up to you to figure out what you want to change. Once that's done, go into your index file and pick a subheader. Actually, let's backtrack. Backtracking here. Do not name it important header. Name it. So whatever one you want to change, so say I want to change the section 3 subheader, name it hashtag section 3. And whatever property value pairing I do here, change section 3. Say I want to go change section 8, I would do the same thing again, hashtag section -8, because that ID is already there. So then I would do property value, property value. Again, you are not typing property and value, you are picking property to change and a value to change. Now this instruction previously said you have to go in and add the ID. Our ID already exists. Do not have to do what you did for the first H. Next instruction is selecting by class. Let's create two new classes for the images and modify two properties of each. So when we select by class, that will be dot. Let's do dot important or dot big image. Maybe here you want to modify the size and add a border color. Again, everything is up to you. You do not even have to name it big image. Do whatever you want to it. Again, you'll have two properties and values. And say I want my second one to be called dot border. Dot border image. Again, two new properties and values. Whatever you want it to be. Go back to your index.html file. And here's where you will add the classes. You will link them to your images. Say I wanted both of them to be applied to this image. You can do it to any image you want. Leave the instructions to at least 5 of your images. I'm going to show you an example, 2 of them. So say I only want, or I'll do 3. Say I want one here that says class equals big dash image. I do not put the period here like I did in my CSS file. Say I want this image to have class equals border dash image. So this image, big image, this image would have the border. Say I want one picture in particular to have both a border and be a big image. how I would do that, I would do class equals, then put big dash image, and not in new quotes. In those same quotes, I'm going to put a space between the name first class and the name of the second class. So both classes would then be applied as one image. Have to do that at least once. Have to apply both classes to at least. Once that's done, we are now on the final step, which is modifying the switch to my color theme. I'm going to copy. I want my switch to be this color. Actually, this is my day mode. So in your CSS, style switcher, so the background color, I do not want it to be black. I want it to be. I saved it and ran it. Look, my button is now orange. Maybe I don't want a black border. I'm going to go back to code, change the border color also to orange because I don't want a border. So that concludes all of step 7. Once you're done with this video, you may move on to the next.